Got a moment? Hi, Agent Pascal told me to bring you your new model tactical time dilation device. They say these newfangled ones cost no, that ain't right. 10.25% less brain damage than the old ones. Yeah, impressive, huh? Way it seems to make everything move slower still feels a little weird to me. They say the way it works is like, well, oh no, they don't simulate it. It's the real McCoy. The lab coats swear it's perfectly safe. Science is amazing, ain't it? Listen to me, rambling on. So, well, anyway, here you go. Look, Commander, truth be told, I asked to deliver it to you. Because, well, you're a legend. And the other agents, well, let's just say they disagree on just because you all know so much more. Pascal likes to joke around about everything. But Sandoval, he laughs at that. Says we gotta save people because they're too stupid to save themselves. And that we got righteousness on our side. I didn't think you'd say that. Strikes me as a mite unsparing, but no, you're right. Why should a criminal get a second chance when their victim doesn't? Anyway, thanks for giving me the time of day. Most superiors wouldn't. Oh, I almost plumb forgot to tell you. It's near time for Agent DeVries to establish contact. She's like you, top tier, one of the Earth Directorate's best. I know you'll like her. Anyway, we ought to be getting down to the main room and open up the channel. No need to wait on my account, Commander. I'll join you in just a tick. Call should come through at the console.
There'll be time for chat after the meeting.
Let's hear what this forward agent has to say.
Commander, your credentials are required to open the channel with Agent DeVries. Yours are currently located in... Your cabin door appears jammed, Commander. I've made an internal note for Agent Avara to look into the cause. In the interim, you will need to find another way in.
Whoa, that's sure faster than taking the stairs. No need to wait on my account, Commander. I'll join you in just a tick.
Commander, considering the danger and consequence of the mission we're about to undertake, I hope you'll forgive the lack of pleasantries. Arcadia is ruled by a dictatorship that calls itself the Protectorate. They are beyond secretive. However, it is their inability to even imagine that someone could infiltrate their system that has given us an advantage. One I've found a way to exploit spectacularly. As unbelievable as it may sound, once you make your way to my location in the Skip Labs, we will be liberating an unsealed Skip core. Really? You're seriously unaware that if you try to unseal a skip drive, they explode? Doesn't matter. It's a lie anyway. The explosive seals aren't necessary for them to function. They're really just there to conceal the inner workings of the drive so no one else can duplicate them. Examining an unsealed one will be invaluable in helping our lab coats figure out how they cause the rifts. But you'll first need to make your way to the station proper from the landing pad. Hopefully none. Our mission's timing is fortuitous. Most of the sector security was reassigned to the far side of the station in preparation for the imminent visit of their sovereign's family. They decommissioned several landing pads, including ours, to give them fewer points of entry to guard, giving us fewer chances to be intercepted. You'll just need to reroute power to open the door to the sector once you've landed. Once you gain access to the sector, you'll need to shut down their communications to keep them from alerting anyone to our presence. Then, you'll need to handle their... I've managed to leave caches of tools and intel for you throughout the sector. I'd take advantage of all of them, were I you. This may sound simple, but I cannot stress this.
Come on, Agent. Haven't you heard? We're the best and brightest. We infiltrate corrupt governments before breakfast most days.
Do you think this is some kind of joke? The Protectorate are the worst of the worst and will not hesitate to strip. They think nothing of regularly chemically lobotomizing their own subjects for even the slightest error. Your life isn't the only one at risk here. Move on? I don't need a team led by some confused fool more suited to running a cash register than a secret mission fouling it up. Yes, of course. You were in command here. I apologize if I allowed my nerves to get the better of me. It will not happen again. I promise you. I need to go now. My absence will...
Augustine! I mean, Agent DeVries. I just wanted to say we're all looking forward to working with you. I'm an agent. First assignment. Can't wait to see you once this is over, Agent. And good luck.
Same to you, Ibarra. DeVries...
Navigator's warmed up in the cockpit, Commander. Whenever you're ready to fly us in.
as strong as its base elements, the dirt. Which is each and every one of you. Yes, you. You are not just a cog in the machine.
Commander, a bar and arrow. Secure the building down here, while you're upstairs restoring power to the door.
And the best system is built, but even I can't succeed alone. So be diligent. And remember,
That smell. Did a sprat get flash fried in here?
The electrical system misfired somehow. Security has been triggered. This needs to be dealt with quickly.
You two, dead. Expiring without permission will result in...
Commander, we finished our sweep. I'd wager we could use the intercom to call for help, Commander. Must be screen's broken, so should be nothing to pass yourself off as always a good idea.
Cadet Warden 4th Class Corbin receiving. It's a glorious day in the Protectorate. That's listed as decommissioned. And yet the defenses have come online? Please be so kind as to inform me of your name and ID. And hurry, please. The transmission of the Sovereign's family's arrival will start any moment. I can scarce afford the demerits missing it would entail. Mallory? Oh. What? I know I shouldn't be asking this, but what was it like? The matriarch preserved me. I am pleased you have been returned to us as a fully functioning subject. I can't do that. I mean, I would, it's just... I will disable the defenses for you, Mallory. But in the off chance, and please...
Ayce, what a they are, Commander.
Let's not waste time congratulating ourselves. Commander, the situation is becoming more fluid than I'd originally planned for. We've got to change our approach. Split the team to handle comms and security.
Good to know DeVries is consistently on edge. Wasn't just me. You'd think she'd never been on a mission before. Everyone knows. Well, sitting here jawing ain't gonna accomplish much. Looks to be central dispatch on the right with security ops on the left. Which you taking, Commander? We'll hit the other. Kinda figured that'd be your choice. Shoot a couple for me. We'll stay well out of trouble.
So long as nobody pulls us in.
Right. Well, then, notwithstanding a bar.
Dr. Pascal, ma'am, I've been cogitating on how best to gain entry in the security ops. You know, nice and quiet like.
Oh, you gonna school me on some of that newfangled academy training of yours? So long as it don't result in us being unceremoniously... shot. Suppose I could hear you out.
Getting shot, certainly part of it.
Surely you don't think it's anything untoward. The surprise appraisal of our confidence seems more likely. What?
Caution, arc welding error. Minor structural deviation caused. Locking cell failure.
Jepson and I are in position above the sector, Commander. Path's been cleared. Only encountered one guard.
As long as it was done righteously.
Close the airlock when we're back on the ship, let's go.
Why? Something wrong with the airlock?
Each a vital grenade? Away! Cut above the average. Grenade! Remain vigilant. Grenade! Advance! Seeking shelter!
You need to sabotage the transformer to disable the failsafes. This will allow you to open the door and proceed. I left the manual in the locker to your right in case you need it.
In the machine that keeps us productive. I may be your sovereign, the protector of Arcadia, and the bedrock upon which our system is built. I can't succeed alone. So be diligent, and remember, will be met with severe consequences.
Now that that's done, did I forget to mention the alarm? Just ignore it and get to the manual override in the control room as soon as you can.
You are not just a cog in the machine. You are the cog in the machine that keeps us productive. Upon which our system is built. Beloved subjects, we all know that a structure is only as strong as its basest elements, the dirt on which it is built, which is each and every one of you. Yes, you. You are not just a cog in the machine. You are a cog in the machine that keeps us
The Protectorate endures.
I may be your sovereign, the protector of Arcadia, and the bedrock upon which our system is built, but even I can't succeed alone. So be diligent, and remember, failure will be met with severe consequences.
They dropped out of sight! Replenishing my firearms!
Subjects, we all know that
Wrecking for cover!
We're encountering more opposition over here than debris said we should. Nothing too serious, but any distraction you can provide would be helpful, Commander.
Elements, the dirt on which it is built, which is each and every one of you. Yes, you. You are not just a cog in the machine. You are the cog in the machine that keeps us productive. I may be your sovereign, the protector of Arcadia, and the bedrock upon which our system is built, but even I can't succeed alone. So be diligent, and remember, failure will be met with severe consequences. Beloved, we all know that a structure is only as strong as its basest element.
Comms are down. This is going better than I expected. The nearby elevator will take you out to the rendezvous point. I'll see you and your team soon in the skip labs.
Give us a minute. Something's not right.
set. An explosion? Avara, Pascal, do you copy? Niles, say something.
What the fuck just happened? I see smoke.
Commander, what do I do? Everything was fine, and then... Oh, I think Pascal's hurt. I called out to her, but...
There is a 90% chance Agent Pascal is trapped under rubble. 87% chance she is mortally wounded beyond help. 85% chance she's deceased.
I don't understand. Everything went bad so fast. But we can't stay here. But I thought you told me to look out for myself. Be merciless. But... I knew you were just saying that, Commander. We need to look out for each other. I'm just a bit dizzy at the moment. I'm sure it will pass.
Issuing urgent reminder. Time is of the essence. Please continue on to the skip per Earth Directorate guidelines. An incapacitated agent's equipment is available for team use. Agent
Commander, guards are closing in on your location. Agent of... We need an updated tactical report. We've got agents down.
This makes no sense. There were no hostiles in the immediate area. No logical... There's nothing more we can do for them. This doesn't change our mission. We have no choice but to keep pushing forward.
you at your post? Has this whole facility gone mad? Something has transpired at Central Dispatch. I've heard gunshots. Scream. I've attempted to raise anyone within the sector, but by the matriarch, your voice. You're the one. No. No. I'm a loyal subject, I swear. Why would you do this to me? What? I've never heard anyone else admit it is of no matter. I am certain. I'll just wait here for them to come and take me away. It is over for me. I need accepted. Of what matter is it if I go willingly or not? It's just sitting on Arbiter Jackson's terminal, waiting like a blade above my head. Whether the merits for this are added. Maybe I'll be lucky. What do you mean, help me? Petitioning for redress is only admissible in extreme circumstances. Anything else shows a disrespect for the system's purity and perfection. I'm not certain I follow. You're saying you would... I've never heard of such a thing. Why, that could be like having a new You'd do that for me? Yes, at once.
I don't know what happened out there. This is all going wrong. Niles, he was a promising agent, but we've got no time for grieving. Take the lift behind you and get to me as soon as you can. It's imperative we retrieve this unsealed core and escape this station, lest his sacrifice be for nothing. Commander, be on your guard. I'm picking up increased security activity in your area. They'll be at your location at any...
It's not a drill. Or it is. Big test. It is not our place to question. None shall hide from us. Maintaining perfection. Carefully reloading. The Protectorate endures.
Commander, can you hear us? Something's wrong. We can't get into the skip lab, and DeVries isn't responding to our comms.
In other words, we're trapped out here. So don't count on us for backup. We'll be busy keeping ourselves alive.
exposure! Grenade! Away! Grenade dispensed! Maintaining seeking grenade! Away! Grenade close in the on delivery! Grenade close at hand! Terrible! What kind of tomfoolery is this? For our beneficent leader!
Boy, damn it! Can't you get anything right? You were supposed to be dead already! How is it possible you keep stumbling your way through things that would kill a more competent agent, and then emerge unscathed on the other side? It's infuriating! It's an embarrassing miscalculation on my part is what it is. No matter. It's one I'm about to rectify. You think I'd betray you, or There is no betrayal here, though it is the grand plan mandates this abomination of an experiment must die. And you along with it. Your righteousness is as unamusing as it is misplaced. I have no expectation to live through this either. Don't you think I would have? Sparing Niles and not having to deal with you would have been preferable. I couldn't risk the delicate balance of the predictions. The mathematical computations involved are very specific. That's the spirit. Embrace your place in the farewell.
Sovereign's family has been killed by a naturally occurring rift anomaly. High priority alert to all Earth Directorate agents. Contact with Earth has been low.
Identified ships on the edge of Arcadia.
It's no longer just a spacer's choice, it's Auntie's choice. Greater value for your bid.
Arcadian citizens, we've come to deliver you from oppression.
You're not hearing me, Val. They were out there for almost 10 years. You know what usually happens when someone left in suspended animation that long.
Explosive cell death may result from extended periods of suspended animation. Death occurs quickly as the human body rapidly liquefies.
Exactly. And it would be my fault it happens. Oh, I never should have stopped looking. I can't face the commander right now, not like this. I'll be in the cockpit.
Welcome back to consciousness, Commander. Please accept your back pay for the previous mission. It has been prorated according to the mission's failure, and your unapproved 3,400 due to the perilous nature of their job. Earth Directorate agents are not compensated with hazard pay. Revival protocols mandate a physical and cognitive test to confirm mission readiness. This is to ensure, say, assessment complete. It appears you experienced some changes while in suspended animation, but nothing of concern. This unit will update your records accordingly. An event summary will now be provided to following an aggressive merger between Anti-Cleo's and Auntie's Choice claims they are following market demands. And, unfortunately, their invasion fleet also exacerbated the rift anomaly created by Agent DeVries' sabotage of Horizon Point. The rift also remains a threat to the colony. Current estimations suggest the rift will destroy Arcadia in the next 10 years, initiating reassurance. Do not worry, Commander. Prior to now, while the rift is a low to medium priority concern, Agent Ibarra has expressed far more confusion. Agent DeVries did indeed survive Horizon Point. This was confirmed when she brought down the old Earth Directorate surveillance satellite earlier this month. The satellite had been gathering information since before your mission. When it fell, it signaled agents across the colony, leading to the discovery of Agent Ibarra prioritized your recovery above pursuing Agent DeVries. This involved disassembling and rebuilding the astrogator to allow the incognito to travel to your location. This unit has observed a marked improvement in Agent Ibarra's hygiene regiment since the satellite was brought. Final update. Due to the deaths of every other squad member, Agent Ibarra is now a
these years and I still can't get my head around what Augustine did. Oh, Commander. Glad to see you up and ambling about. And not, human stew. You know, when I first learned some of the escape pods made it away from the station, I'd hoped. I did search. I'll make it up to you, Commander. So then.
Confirmed.
DeVries. If she's of a mind to, she could use...
Acts of unprovoked violence are not sanctioned by the Earth Directorate except on occasions of premeditative...
She's going to ground now. But as part of her original undercover mission, DeVries was inserted. She'd have followed protocol, established a safe room there. Wager that's where we'll find clues as to her present plans and whereabouts. Ha! You'd think so. But even before Antes invaded, the island wasn't exactly a utopia. No matter... Just to be clear, I'm not saying we're strolling up to the Vox station and knock nice. We might ought to explore the island first, find out what we can. Wasn't...
Records indicate that lockboxes, such as the two housed in this dispenser, were originally part of a failed Unfortunately, due to a jam, the dispenser is currently inoperable. Agent Ibarra theorizing. This unit has an advanced Agent Ibarra updated this unit's security protocols following an incident of minor helpful addendum. Scans also indicate an Antes Choice dematerializer within the first lockbox, and additionally, the second lockbox. Please do not attempt physical intimacy with your Valerie unit. This unit may suffer occasional wear and tear in the course. An upgrade, please. Congratulations on your acquisition of the dematerializer. The dispenser is now functioning normally.
Your ability to conceal homicides has also been increased by 80%.
Recalibrating your weapon's sight
See that thing in the sky there? That'll be the box relay.
Vox stations serve as key communication hubs for the Protectorate. Unauthorized visitors are likely to be shot or hanged on sight.
That's why we're headed to Fairfield first. Less chance of us getting shot is picking up DeVries' trail. you around. Give the order, and I'll take care of him, Commander.
Mind the needle.
Company. Must be from that ship on the landing pad.
Hello there, go-getter. Welcome to Fairfield, now under the new and improved management of Auntie's Choice. Even so, going to have to ask you to identify yourself. Still a war. Huh. Really? Everyone knows we're cultivating our Look, we're Auntie's Choice. Lying's fine. We downright... End of the day, we let most anybody in. As I've never heard of her, can't say I can. Seems like Minister Milver Street... On the way from the landing pad? Had a convoy out that way. They're overdue. Damnation. I had a friend on that detail. He always carried this, keepsake. You didn't happen to find it, did you? Well, never too late to start. Them Protectorate drones been a serious menace of late. What? You been in hibernate? Oh, we got everything. Once again, welcome to Fairfield. Fond of all this fighting. Anything's better.
I'd love to stand here and gab, but...
Don't mean to sound unsociable, but you might not want to stand so close. Wouldn't mind conversating a bit, though.
This unit is not permitted to operate within corporate-owned medical facilities without said corporate...
Reassurance.
Deploying reassurance.
I guess that's something. I was on sentry duty, bravely surveying our perimeter for threats, when a Protectorate drone attacked out of nowhere. Third time in as many days. It was all going fine until the damn thing blasts me while I'm reloading. Mighty uncourteous, you ask me. I'd prefer if they were. Like what little Trooper Faulkner happened upon the scene just then, and no idea where these drones are coming from. As for the rest of these fine folk, only the man in charge, Commander Torres, is a legend. Rumor playing it safe doesn't amount to much, but it's all a moot point till I can get this arm of mine mended. I suppose it could be worse. At least Command's not throwing us at that That sounds great. I'm sure Doc Barnes would appreciate the help.
Don't believe the rumors. Our rates of sepsis are lower than anywhere else on Eden.
I must ask you to hold...
My liver ain't the lily kind.
The bullet shattered your tibia and all but demolished your gastrocnemy. There is good news, however. I recently enrolled in a... Oh, I'm sorry. You must be my replacement, since you're so clearly qualified to do my... I am not required...
Say, how sore are my pockets gonna be after...
I'm not running a charity. If you desire full treatment, you'll pay full cost. If that's a problem, seek compensation from your commanding officer. Well then, she should have thought about that.
This is a mighty big decision, Doc.
I don't encourage delays, but short of you skipping back in time and ordering the... I can barely get the damn thing to produce antiseptic, so I sincerely... Now, was there anything else? Some.
They ain't grown up with the right to dissent. Probably wouldn't even occur to them to turn out.
Good thing I don't In truth, I expected more resistance given the... My stimulants cost a premium, but... I'm I'm rather amazed.
I'd say welcome back, but I reckon a clinic's likely. If you're here for the doc, hope you ain't in any kind of hurry.
How did you manage to formulate coagulant with only a handful of ingredients? No need to clap yourself. In any case, I hate being in debt to anyone, so here. It's your lucky day, Trooper. Not only has our good Samaritan, but they've also made a coagulant that will greatly reduce...
That's still...
I'm going to administer a localized anesthetic. You'll hardly feel...
Thanks again for the arm's already feeling better by leaps and bounds.
Swear, I almost had it this time. Everything all lined. Look like you've had your share of troubles. Ever had the perfect opportunity just slip through your fingers? In Auntie's Choice, I had just the thing to get me a fast-track promotion to lower middle management. Now it's like this. I agreed to meet with a business associate to finalize a deal, but the location got set for Spire Grove. The funicular to Spire Grove broke recently, so I got no way to get up there. Why, the path there might be lousy with raptidons for all I know. Wasn't before, but mayhap they were just lulling me into a false sense of complacency so they can strike. While exploring facilities to the north, my partner unearthed a heretofore unexploited advanced protectorate technology. Couldn't or wouldn't go into details, but he promised every household would want one, that it'd revolutionize the daily life of Auntie's typical research type, focused on all the wrong things, not particularly motivated by competition. Pitched him the dumbest deal I could think of. Told him I'd trade him my entire tossball card collection for complete rube. Didn't even ask about condition. My Kelvin Tran rookie card isn't even ultra fine. Got a piece of nicotine chewing gum stuck to it. Don't want to bargain none? Might suspicious, you ask me. Like maybe I ought to end this here conversation. I have a few bits I can offer you. Not much, but if it turns out a roaring success like it ought to, and I get a... Splendid! Go parlay with... He'll provide the Oh, the broke-down funicular is due west of here. Dexterous-looking so-and-so like yourself could probably scarp her up it in a jiffy. So close, but so... truth is, haven't the slightest. Edible spacesuits, N-ray specs, matter translocation. All right, then.
store this stuff? They must be storing something good in there.
Yeah, guns, armor.
Have you two come to mock me like your fellow dullards? No. Wait, on the contrary. You have the manner of an officer about you. From your tone, am I to suppose it didn't end well? Then we share that much in common. Please, allow me to start over. I am Warden Sterling, dedicated. I'm not that kind of warden. It's a title of distinction for those who serve in the Protectorate military, short for Warden of the Realm. And if I did, what a strange argument. Obviously, I would prefer We need more privacy before continuing this conversation. Go to the back of the building, and I shall meet you at the window of my cell. I'll be waiting.
You're thinking too small, Murph.
It's a constab science. These Protectorate lack imagination. Never had an original thought wasn't written down for them first. I'd guess you're one such person. And a wrong one, as we've learned in...
We've tried everything short of skipping a ship through that door to get inside. Though, come to think of it, maybe that's not such a bad idea.
Don't encourage...
Fine, Skip drives out.
In case you haven't noticed, we're in the middle of a war. And hard to say whether we're winning or not. Better question is why, in any siege, when, Officer Carr... Right.
If there are any weapons at all,
You've made your case, Kemp. I'm more interested in hearing the opinion of our new friend here. What is with... I don't see it mattering much either way. That door is sealed tighter than a salt tuna can. Nope. You sound like you've got something percolating. Wish I had that...
Guess we gotta start a
Keep your petty skepticism. I'll pay my tab in no time.
We should be able to speak freely here without the risk of being overheard. Had you been born in the Protectorate, that passion for discreet service would have... But now, there is an entrance on the roof by which you may gain ingress. Had these two dolts bothered to do even the most cursory, I leave that to you to discuss. That is all I have for you. I must recuse myself now, lest I draw an... Goodbye, and...
Void, take this terminal and trash it. If you're about to blast me about fixing that void-forsaken... You must be thinking of some other brand of coffin nails. Andy's Coronas are made with only the best car... It's also the only smoke worth a good damn on this moon. Here, try a pack. On me. No, it's just like they say. I'm a technician. The drones are ready to launch. Drones are only as... I know it probably seems like we're up to our ducks and troops, but half of them are ex-Protectorate trainees who... What? Oh, yeah. I must have gotten... If I can get these drones launched, you're... Guessing that means you're... Not that I need that. Bet a fellow drone operator like...
That guard wasn't being ironical about the giant hologram over Town Hall. Well, guess we ought to go acquaint ourselves with that minister like she said.
Finally find a way to get ahead, and this happens.
Introducing Auntie's new specialty drinks for the discerning consumer. Auntie Fizzos.
Huh. Guns after all. Most of these irons look pretty old-fashioned.
Yeah, it's real sad how our trainees will have the armaments to defend us now. I swear, Kemp, sometimes I wonder about you. And of course, we have you to thank.
What do you think, Murph?
If anyone asks, you're a professional we hired through the proper channels.
Leave me be. I have no interest in dealing with the machinations of you dark marketers today.
Know anybody in middle management?
Don't go to that cheap saloon if you got a liquor gumption.
Never been the type to sit behind a desk all day. When I could stand behind a bar.
One of my Time for another performance review already. Why, of course. Once a drone operator, always a drone operator. Just enter. Thank you for making me feel like a vital cog in the system again. Is everything supposed to be so sweet?
Welcome to the name-pending saloon, purveyor of spirits and stimuli. That is an ensuing step on my 19-point business plan. At present, my top favorites are 1. The drunken haggler, 2. Accessories, 3. Absinthe-minded. Well, that's what we'll call it then. I'll tell future business partners we did extensive outside testing. I can now check off step 18 of my business plan. Shh, not so loud. Look, operating a new location. But the nice thing about Fairfield, why sure. What, between them protector, any particular topic you have in mind? You're asking me for the they merged, rebranded. Anti-Cleo seem tell you one thing you can't avoid, the bridge. We have a small contingent of troops bivouacked nearby. Forward operating base, they call it. Oh, Minister shares to say they have differing Vox stations run. Real piece of work. Even my pleasure. Got anything for me in return? Your Earth Directorate. Never figured to meet one of you all, especially in here. I was hoping you'd have a good reconcile.
How about I do my job, and you do whatever it is you do?
No. No.
Yet you see fit to keep me in a constant state of consternation with each unauthorized act you jeopardize our hold of Fairfield.
Yes, but you must understand, the Protectorate citizenry is like the weekend. It would be difficult enough to convert the stubborn populace without your soldiers' constant...
Enough! Your yipping reminds me of my 2 old canids. I loved those canids. You, on the other...
No, Auntie.
Yes, I thought not. Now, unless you care to see what life in the lower rungs looks like, you will both of you...
Yes, Auntie.
Good. See that it is done. And while you're at it, you might want to look into your security situation, Commander. I'm not accustomed to an audience when addressing my subordinates.
Who in the void? Eavesdropping on Auntie's choice business is like to get a body shot for spying. Though you're not wanting for moxie. I'll give you that.
Hold a moment, Carr. When opportunity comes visiting, perhaps it's better not to riddle it full of holes.
A surprisingly good point, especially from you. She only forbade us using our own personnel. Be a whole other matter were a stranger to happen, but which? Well, you seem an come see me before agreeing to whatever absurdity he proposes. Unlike him, I have some work actually befitting your...
Alone at last. I never thought she'd leave. Now then, allow me to introduce myself. I am D.B. Milverstreet, Minister of Marketing, Duke of Demographics, Commercial Condottiere, President of Promotional Material. Tell me, do you believe in signs? I say, anyone can be... I do not believe in signs. I believe in opportunities. But I'm hardly the type to beg and ask for nothing in return. Tell me, what do you desire of this? I have some faint recollections of the fuzz beneath my hat. Perhaps the record room is in this building. But surely a go-getter like yourself has more ambitious goals on our island. Share? Ambitious, aren't we? Easily the best protected location on Paradise. Better yet, helping me shall result in our saving hundreds of lives. Your Auntie may demand Carr and I do nothing. But for each moment I remain inactive, the Protectorate utilizes a procedure known as mental refreshment. The Ministry of Accuracy contains vital information about... I previously sent a grafted soldier, Trooper Sealong. Grafted soldiers with the subjects of the enhanced... Unfortunately, the program resulted in many casualties. Yes, one additional word of warning. The... good Commander Carr, an opportunity to attain. Find your way to the Ministry of Accuracy.
Watch out for that Auntie Cleo. I know she don't look it, but she's more dangerous than she seems. Even the whole of Spacer's choice. Choice could not maneuver her.
Please seek treatment.
Well, if it ain't DB Milver Street's newest sycophant. I'm Officer Babylon Carr, and you can consider that introduction. If you'd spoken with me like I suggested, mayhaps the two of us could bandy words, but...
Welcome, well, if it isn't a new face, what I meant to say is that we now have, of course. Anyway, let's try this again. I've been working this, still finding my stride with, I don't mean to offer correction, but according to Auntie Cleo's guide in the Protectorate, we were told our wants. Took Auntie's aptitude and attitude test, like everyone else in town. Now here I am, manager of the best little but enough about me. What's your story? What brings you to Fairfield? I think I'm supposed to recommend Auntie's low-interest financing to alleviate all of your financial burden. Anyway, can I tempt you into sprats again? Must be after the crunch. Welcome, welcome. See anything you like? No sign of them sprats, thank law. Be there in a moment. How can I improve your day? Gladly. How can I improve? Like they say.
Pulverizing them suffice? Approach with, I am Ethelton's Officer Carr. One might say I'm perhaps a bit on edge. No. Anyhow, all I know is that if they were to begin working with each other, the mood in town would certainly be merrier. Or something akin to it. Well, I was a subject once. But then, over the last year, I have climbed the rungs of my division through the sheer merit of my work. I have finally earned the respect I was always due. Ask any of the other Protectorate subjects who converted, and they'd echo my words. When one can allow their ambitions to show that, in any case, I would never imply such a thing. I'm sure the Minister and Officer Carr. I'm unused to the way things are done here, I suppose. The Protectorate so I should return to the I would much rather stay here. Continue. One wishes to woo Protectorate subject. I see. It takes great courage or desperation. Or perhaps he will very well. I worked. In theory, they'll be... Oh, dear.
Ectoplasm. Wait. Heavens. Auntie, you scared the living. Should sneak up on a man like... Guess I should apologize for all that hullabaloo. Sure as I am, there's a fine tale to be told there. It all started the other night. Saw a personage leaving the greenhouse late. Happened again the next night. I've knocked on doors, peeped a few windows, respectfully, mind you. But then, a being of pure information probably wouldn't linger on this plane any longer than necessary. Too tired. Well, maybe. I still don't know all the particulars. Yeah, we are all molecular machines and whatnot. I certainly won't say no to have...
DeVries sure has some cheek putting Earth Directorate symbol on her wall after everything she's done.
My cover story has worked. I am safely ensconced at the Vox station, assigned to the lowly Information Input and Retrieval Department. It seems a colony so certain of its absolute control over its subjects can be less than rigorous. I was able to eat. I have hacked into the... Well, I have little... I thought I'd even create all that was left. Well, I don't understand. And I am the only... I did, but the complete... I can only keep...
I can't believe this. Void me if I understand any of this. DeVries sold us out for what? Because of a few equations? Some dots and lines on a graph? Good fucking law. I mean, she wasn't a damn scientist. She said it herself. She didn't understand all of it, the math. So what was she thinking? No. Damn it! DeVries may have said y'all thought she was the pinnacle of what an agent should be. Tough, smart. Reckon so. Figure 'em out. And then she betrayed us. Tried telling myself it was an accident, but now ain't cynical for... DeVries was willing to sacrifice it. I mean, she always struck me as so pragmatic. Used to think they were good people. I don't take... But when those beliefs start to require hurting others, even killing them, whatever her plan, reckon is...
I'm simply not credulous enough to accept this is where I've ended up, doing the work of it. I'd welcome you, would-be consumer, but we are not a retail operation. Please visit the various consumer locations around Fairfield for all your purchasing needs. I have far too many claims on my time to be able to cater to the I was meant to have help, but they lacked the barest amount of gray matter it takes to keep from getting locked, breaking my back, trying to buttress all these vines on top of all my other jobs. Oh, the bits I wouldn't pay for some of those mechs the Protectorate used to work this place. So, is there anything else, or can I get back to work? Really? Feel you're entitled to that information, do you? Because all these plants were unknown inside Auntie's Choice. Though I expect word any day that the big brains in R&D will have tweaked and twisted these plants so they're better than nature. And my contract says I get .0003. Quite the setup, ain't it? Before we took Fairfield, but the Protectorate grows. Then again, they all only have research mode. Though, and my contract says I get. Well, I've got a lot.
People are always going on about. Does it really improve your life?
You're back. Why? You read my terminal? How embarrassing. Not that I thought anyone had come snooping. I'd made careful arrangements. So, why are you so interested in my other work? You're not part of compliance. Huh. Assertive, ambitious, and aggressive. You know, I've been looking for some back. Wonderful. Your jib is exactly the kind of cut we could use right now. And I'm part of Sub Rosa. We're a group of merchants, information brokers, and commodity traders who deal outside the systems most folk are confined by. We're the best way to get things done in anti-space. If you're they were rubes, nitwits, dolts so lacking in faculties that they couldn't handle the minuscule, and by that I mean damn tiny amount of they had to be dealt with so we could all. So, long as your brain pan's filled with more than a half-dead sprat spinning on a rest. Well, isn't that just. And all we need you to do is access Quartermaster Cardos's term. It's already been resold, so having it in her system could become problematic. Expunge it, and I get you. Because we all. Zebro, trust me, for both short-term benefits. So, if she can. And I'll.
What
I suppose it was only a matter of time until we were discovered. Though what an odd thing to die for. Is that not why you've come? Because you discovered our recent larceny at the greenhouse? The greenhouse's stolen bounty offered a healthy alternative to gorging ourselves on that vending machine poison. Alas, I was spotted on 1 or 2 forays. You must have a weak mind to have fallen prey to such dubious marketing. I bet you don't even know half of what's in what you consume. Starving? Hardly. Do not speak of biology to me, and if you are conniving for some
Thought I saw you disappear in here. Oh. Seems I've stumbled into quite the shindig. You lot been hiding out in here all... You've got me there. Nothing.
The more I listen to you invaders blathering, the more convinced I become of the need to rid...
Not very copacetic, are you?
If this exchange is not to your liking, I can accommodate you with a bullet instead. This was always...
Let me know when you need a stretch.
Guess I had this mystery all wrong. A small part of me was hoping... Nah. I lost a friend in the invasion. She was. Romantic entanglements ain't exactly encouraged between troopers. But I digress. Thanks for your help. And for listening to my languishments. Practically a detective now. I wonder what other mysteries around here need solving.
Let's keep your lamps lit for wildlife.
Hostile wildlife. Familial classification of Raptidon. Detected.
I swear that wasn't flash.
Don't make me bury another agent! Just dip me in! Help me out!
Negative. Pharmaceutical reload in progress.
I'm a little busy bleeding out if you haven't noticed.
Ready to assist with agent's health needs.
Not getting up without help, Commander!
Getting proactive.
That's somebody heading to the fore.
Guess I had this mystery all... I lost her. She... what? But I...
Let's keep your lamps lit. Might I have a word, Commander? I know I've been pushing to find DeVries, so this might seem... Got an old friend here on the island. The doctor who patched me. Tracked on the Westport a short time ago, but... No. I mean, at least not since that time I tried. I had some bad years on my own. That starts with writing accounts. This friend... After I recovered from Horizon Point, Zeb and I ran together. Too small for Zeb, as it turned out. He was unhappy before I showed up, and I had my orders. I was to stay low. Couldn't let the Protectorate catch wind of an Earth Directorate agent in its midst. But Zeb, I'll remember that we worked often than not. Our help only made targets of the folks whose lives we were trying to improve. Didn't matter what we did. Arcadia was still caught under the Protectorate's boot. Figure you say as much. Anyway, only later I learned Zeb hadn't given up the struggle like I assumed he would. He got to stay in mental refreshment for his trouble. That's the last I heard of him, till recent. Hey now, I thought it'd be better for everyone if I just disappeared. Stop calling. If it weren't for Zeb, I'd be... And since finding you, well, don't spare my feelings none. Like I said, I know we've got business elsewhere. Just, if you're going to be heading over...
We're closed. Did you not hear me? This place is... Why are you asking?
The people she tried...
By the architect. I had no idea.
Yeah, imagine how we feel. Why don't you tell us where she is so we can make sure she ain't being... If you say so. You're the boss, Commander.
The anguish she always seemed to be... I wish I knew. I haven't... Maybe none of this would have happened had I not introduced her to Victor. How did... Victor's an Order archivist. That's when things became... She kept getting angrier with the Order the more she worked with Victor and her other contacts. On top of everything else, among other things. For some reason, she was obsessed with the cliffhanger ending of Chapter 6. It was the... But you know how it works. It was some... Would have talked to a crowd. She was... After we became friends, she began to change. Just a religion driven by algorithms, maths, predictions of the future. They believe they will eventually solve the... No. But it had to be someone's fault. For some reason, we all were, originally, before the schism. But which was surprising with how she even continued to sign her messages. I know I've no right to ask this of you, but... When you find her, please remind her of who she used to be. She's... Not that I accept...
That is Agent DeVries's identity...
She said it had some meaning from her previous life.
Don't cause trouble. I don't need the extra. Take it up at the head office. Ooh, peptic ulcers are barking today.
Groups like this have been popping up all over the place since I'm high.
You there. Keep... Stranger, consider yourself lucky. I will not suffer an outsider to trespass and trample further through our lands. Turn back from this bridge now, lest my ever-depleting prudence be spent. If you are not a loyal Protectorate subject, you will not cross this bridge. He's been fervent of late, looking for any protector. Indeed. Any associations with wrongdoers results in swift execution. That has, unfortunately, put many folk in his sights, myself included. And so we wait for the proverbial axe to... You actually believe you can contend with him. And you also have no business at the relay, as far as I can surmise. You dare to... I may have need of your help, stranger. I know of 2 traitors who yet remain on this island. Bring them to me. In return, I shall grant you clear...
A lot more folks are gonna die if we don't catch up to DeVries. We have to consider our options, even the ugly ones. If these folks are deserving, maybe it's worth it.
I commend you for your eager interest. I think 2 traitors in particular. I once had utmost respect for her. We were... Oh, damn it all, we were friends. But reportedly, she's not only failed to die, but is also teaching the enemy soldiers how to use the equipment. Conspiring against us. Such treachery is unconscionable. There are those who might agree with you. But under my jurisdiction, with that matter, so he too failed to die defending his home during the invasion alongside the other residents of But Charlton, well, I must deal with him personally. Oh, how I anticipate wiping that smug expression off his face. Are these orders clear?
Hanging has been an effective means of execution.
Your humor leaves much to be desired. But now go. But beware if you step out of line.
of those corpses they've got strung up. Wait. Some aren't dead yet.
Schultz went where? This thing's alive.
Schultz! Anyone got lamps on Schultz? Did I not make clear our orders to hold?
I'm afraid there's more bad news, Commander.
Would that he'd done her more good. You there. I don't normally sanction nameless passers. You have some... Whatever your purpose, no Anti's forces are permitted beyond the fort. It is difficult for me to accept such laudation. By steadfastly holding the line here, we forestall any retribution the Protectorate would seek to inflict upon Fairfield. And we will continue, said watch, until orders change. I'd thank you to affix some balance. Scrabbles has been integral to this. Schultz obviously knew the risks and hoped he'd protect her through the minefield. I'll pardon your skepticism given your lack of it. Before you depart, a final word. Stay out of the minefield. I won't be the one who answers to Carr when the Protectorate mistake your rootless gallivanting for encroachment.
These anti-soldiers seem twitchy to you? Might want to stick over there.
Unfriendly in combat range.
Excuse me? Give the order and I'll take care of him, Commander.
System failure. Standing by for assistance.
Well, visitors, huh? Just meandering about, free of it. If you need some, do hate to come off impolite. Apologies, but I don't believe I should be discussing such matters with you without permission. Once you report to the Vigilant, I'd be happy to speak freely. Word to the wise.
Food is nutritious and plentiful.
Simply saying I'd rest easier if you'd been assigned to it. Originally. That generator goes? This time.
Prudence dictates. We cherish all we have.
Nice weather we have start cutting. You walked in here under your own steam and appear reasonably free of good. You have enough. Took a while for a. All right.
Word on the wireless is that Auntie's choice is years behind us sociologically. So they started the war to grab any part of the paradigm that they
My body is covered in burns acquired in battle during the attack. The only relief I have is when I can jump in the water and float over my former house.
Of course, it's part of the Sovereign's plan. He floods our houses, which makes more habitat for fish, which offers us more to eat, which gives us the strength to build new houses. But then, how do I cook the fish?
You've returned.
Greetings. It is my esteemed pleasure to but where are my manners? We do not have much, but please, Serving Unit 1.
Confirm.
Perhaps you're wondering why I'd open. I believe something's... We of the Protectorate pride ourselves on our mech We are not. We need repair mechs, domestic mechs, not combat ones. Serving Unit 1. Oh, you failed to hear the loudspeakers on the way in? Protectorate law finds us guilty of treason on account of letting Westport fall prey to Auntie's choice. The itinerant stranger returns. What sort of payment do you seek? Enough to lead and inspire those who work there. Difficult place in exchange. Never dream of such a proposal in days of reason. Wonderful. The part to get inside, you will need an access pass from the Ministry of Accuracy. Since we have all been marked as traitors, I cannot create one for you here.
Throughout history, human societies were constantly out of balance. Individualism ran rampant. Depletion of resources and lack of community led to terrible suffering.
Subject to the most exalted vigilant, we must all You are the raw material for perfection. From the lowliest subject to the most exalted.
On your command. No target.